Hey everyone, it is the chaplain. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is a beautiful Saturday morning and I'm in my basement. But only because it's literally 6:30 in the morning here. I can't get outside and mow quite yet. I can't keep working in my shop, in my garage. I can't keep working in my garage because sawing and, it's just loud. So I'm down here playing France and UK turn 3 in this game of 1914 with my friend Greg. I keep saying he's kicking my butt, and he's being really humble. He keeps saying the game's not over, and obviously it's not over. There's obviously still a lot of game to play. I made a big mistake as Russia. We had this deal going on up there in Prussia. I moved all my Polish forces into Prussia, and I kind of got my butt kicked. But quite honestly, he and I were just talking about it over Messenger, and quite literally, for every unit I have that gets a hit, he has 3 or 4 units that get a hit. So the battle for Belgium, the second battle for Belgium, I should say, the second battle for Belgium, he literally had 12 hits, and I had 5 or 6. I did get lucky down here in Tuscany. It was a 6-for-6 swap. He hit me 6 times as Germany, and I hit him 6 times. So, I mean, it's just a game. The dice are not for me thus far. I feel like my strategy has been fairly decent. But anyway, let's get into it. This is France turn 3 and then UK turn 3 in the same video. France had 29 to spend. So, I've purchased. For 6, I got a plane. For 12, I got 4 infantry. And then for 11, I got 2 artillery and an infantry. Let's do a couple French moves real quick. Let's move this down here. The French infantry in Togoland is going to reclaim Nigeria for the Brits. And then I'll set this down so I can adjust something. Funny story while I'm doing this, it was actually quite comical. I came down here earlier to do a move. I think it was yesterday. I came down here to do a move, and as you'll see, I have gray chips on the board, right? In every other version of Axis and Allies, the gray chips indicate units. But here in this game, since I don't have the fancy risk arrows, and honestly, I keep scouring eBay and, begging my wife to let me get them, I'm using gray chips. So I come down here to look at the board and start planning out moves. And then I'm like, what are all these gray chips doing on my board? No, there's not 3 infantry here. There's not whatever. So I started moving stuff. So anyway, so the guy in Togoland moved to Nigeria. This infantry from Egypt is going to cross over into Transjordan and help solidify the defenses. We're going to solidify the defenses. Now, this Austro-Hungarian navy here really kind of bugs me. So I'm going to send my French cruiser from 19 and my 2 battleships from 16. And since Rome is occupied by my allies for now, I don't have to throw 4 mine shots. So that's nice. This transport is staying put in the sea of British boats over there. Excuse me. Over here, I have a transport that's going to pick up this Tunisian infantry and drop him off in Marseille. The infantry from Brest is marching into Marseille. This transport from 16 is going to move over to 14 because I would like to pick that gentleman up and take him somewhere useful. All of my Marseille forces, which includes 4 infantry and an artillery, are going to liberate Piedmont for my Italian ally. And there's going to be some major IPC adjustments here. My Burgundy force, 6 infantry and 2 artillery, are taking Switzerland. We love cheese. They love cheese. It's going to be a good marriage there. Yeah, I'm going to have to move some major IPCs. So Switzerland is French. The Swiss are now with the French. I don't know what accent that was. Don't judge me. Cool. My Parisian forces, which include 6 infantry and 3 artillery, are going to move into Picardy. So I'm going to work on chipping really quickly. I'm going to take this guy away and get this. Oh my goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. I'm just throwing units all over the place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so there's 7 there. So I'll do this and get a dark blue chip. There's not 7. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, well, that was a blue chip. That's embarrassing. So the chip on the floor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8 artillery there. So that means I'll have to do that and get a dark chip and eventually pick up that chip from the floor so that my cat doesn't chew on it. My wife's cat doesn't chew on it. Or my kids don't find it. My Lorraine forces, which is 6 infantry and 2 artillery, we are abandoning Lorraine and taking Alsace because it's worth more. And I'm kind of just trying to see how this is going to go. So let's see. France will go up 3 more. Germany will go down 3. Yeah, I'm going to have to do some major German auditing here. All right, so as far as combat roles are concerned, I think the only thing we have to do is this Mediterranean battle with the Austro-Hungarians. Excuse me, a damaged battleship and cruiser versus 2 battleships and my cruiser. All right, let's go to the dice tray. I have my cruiser is a hit. Praise the Lord. And 2 battleships. Misses! Dadgummit. Alright, well, fine. Whatever. His cruiser is a miss, and his battleship is a hit. So he's going to lose his cruiser, and I'm going to damage one of my battleships. Continuing on. I have a cruiser. It's a hit. His battleship is gone after he defends. And misses! Goodness. Great. Great. That actually feels really good because I went into Sea Zone 18 with the Italian Navy and they got their butts handed to them. So, alright. I'm going to place my new units. And then I'll do disposition of forces. And then we'll move on to the UK. I'm still, I'm looking on my board and I see all these gray chips. That's because I still have UK to do. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Hope you're ready. Whew. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, here we go. In Nigeria, lone French infantryman. In Transjordan, there is a French infantry. In Sea Zone 19, there's a French transport. Sea Zone 17, right in the middle of the mid, a damaged battleship, a healthy battleship, and a cruiser. In Sea Zone 16, I have a transport. Sea Zone 14, a transport, and Portugal has an infantry. I'm going to set this down and zoom in a little. Is that too much? Nope, that's perfect. Goodness. All right, Piedmont has 4 infantry and an artillery. Switzerland has 6 infantry, 2 artillery. Alsace has 6 infantry, 2 artillery. Marseille has 2 infantry. Picardy, here's the fun one. 5, 6, 7 infantry and 8 artillery. And then all my newly purchased units, my fighter, 2 artillery, and 5 infantry right there in Paris. Great. That's France. I need to count. France has all of their originals, which puts them at 24. They also have Togoland in Africa, which puts them at 25. They have Portugal, which is worth 2, 26, 27. They also have Switzerland for 28, and Alsace for 3, which puts them at 31. The French will collect, oh my gosh, 31. That is a lot of French. Nope, I can't count because I missed all the Africa stuff. How in the world did I miss? So 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. 35 for having all of these. So 35. That is as much as the Austro-Hungarians are making. 35 IPC. I say ICP because Greg says ICP. And it just slips sometimes. Also, for some reason, I have a past. And so I was listening to Insane Clown Posse, ICP. ICP is easier to say. We should just call them Industrial Certificates of Production. I'm not even kidding. ICP. I don't mind it. Like, it just naturally flows off the tongue. All right, England, UK. Let's see what we got here. For 25, they are purchasing 3 infantry and 4 artillery. And then with 13, they're purchasing a cruiser and an artillery. Now, the UK moves are as follows. These 2 transports here in 26 are moving up to 29. Okay. I have 2 artillery and an infantry reclaiming Rhodesia. I have an infantry in German East Africa going into Belgian Congo with the Anglo-Egyptian Sudan infantry. So we're going to have a battle there. Looking at my ships here. This cruiser, because cruisers can move 3 in this game, is going to go from Sea Zone 19 to 17, 16, 14. My battleship is going from 19 to 28 to 27 because they don't move as many. My 2 cruisers in 19 are going to have to face the mines, and we are attacking the Austro-Hungarian transport, which is not really an attack. It's just a get out of the med. I'm sending all of my my Persia forces. Well, I guess they were from India. 6 infantry, 2 artillery. Nope, 2 artillery. 3 artillery, 2 planes, and 6 infantry from Persia into Mesopotamia. That is formidable. Nothing else is moving. So let's see what I need to roll out. I need to roll the mine shots for the cruisers right there. And then we need to do the battle for Belgian Congo, and then I will need to obviously do an audit for my IPCs. All right, so 2 cruisers and 2 mines in Sea Zone 18. 1 hit, so one of my cruisers dies, but one of my cruisers survives and takes out his transport. I knew if I only sent 1 cruiser, it would get destroyed. I knew it, because the dice have been for Greg this whole game, which is fine. It's just a game. But it doesn't negate the fact that it still hurts. All right, and then Belgian Congo. I have 2 at 2. Whoa, hey. I hope you saw that. My finger moved it. I really hope you saw that. There's a hit. Okay, so I had a hit and a miss. If you missed it, rewind it, and you'll see it was a 1. And when I went to move it, my fat finger moved it to a 3. Here's his defensive shot. Is a miss. So Belgian Congo is claimed by the British. All right. Audit. I can't stand sometimes doing the financial audit. It just bugs me. All right, so the UK doesn't have its originals. Whatever. All right, Canada's worth 4. We'll do this. Canada's worth 4. Scotland makes it 6. Ireland is 7. Yorkshire's 9. Wales makes it 12. And then 18 in London because it's worth 6. Then the Brits also own their own Gold Coast, which is 19. They have Nigeria, which is 20. Egypt makes it 22. Anglo-Egyptian Sudan is 23. 24 for British. I realize I'm pointing and you're not seeing it. I'm sorry. And now I lost count. Poop. All right, let's just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 here. Plus Canada makes 22. 24 for Scotland. 25 for Ireland. 27 for Yorkshire. 30 for Wales. 36 for London. Collect 36. All right, I'm going to collect 36. I'm going to place my new units. All of my land units are going in India because I can. And my cruiser has to go into C-Zone 8. Gets to go into C-Zone 8. And I will collect 35. So I don't have as much as last time. That's fine. Someone needs to double check that. Triple check that. Whatever. I can't count or read. All right, here we go. Disposition of forces. In Rhodesia, infantry and artillery. Belgian Congo, 2 infantry. In Transjordan, 3 infantry, 2 artillery. C-Zone 27 has a battleship. 27 battleship, 2 transports in 29. A lone Brit cruiser in 18. Mesopotamia, 2 planes, 6 infantry, 3 artillery. Bombay, India has 1, 2, 3 infantry and 5 artillery. British cruiser in 14. Canada, I'm not messing with Canada. 6 infantry, 2 artillery. C-Zone 8. 2 subs, 2 cruisers. And then London. Oh, London. For 5 artillery, a plane, and 12 infantry. So, great. Excellent. It's coming together. This is going to be a very long game. And that's okay. All right, let's see what the Ottoman Empire can do for turn 3. This is the chaplain. I'll be praying for you.